Let's see what we can find here.
Look at that little crodle bell right there of an old crosscut saw. That is an inner plate from a pocket watch. A harmonica reed plate is the bezel of the watch. That is an ox shoe. This is a broken axe head. Telephone belt. That is a suspender buckle.
Decided to stop on the way home. There's an old foundation back here, so I'm going to snoop around before the brush gets too deep. I've only got a few minutes, but we're on our way home. So let's see what we can find here.
Our first hole is a good one. Look at that little crodle bell right there. That is fabulous. It's intact. I love finding these. That is just beautiful. I'm not sure about a number, but I'm thinking it's a 1 or a 0. I don't really see one here, but that's nifty. That is really cool. I'll get that cleaned up. The reason I figured out that there was a foundation here was that I was driving down this road. I saw all these locust trees, but I saw those lilac bushes. And sure enough, they did give away that there was indeed a foundation here. Almost always around these old homesteads. The mom always planted flowers or a lilac bush, so that's neat. All right, let's keep looking. This is great. Shotgun brass. I mean, it's the right shape as a coin, but it's not quite high enough ringing. But let's keep looking. Maybe we can come up with a coin. That is pretty cool. That is a section of an old crosscut saw that one man would be at one end and one would be at the other, and they'd push it back and forth. So, you know what? On the other side of this tree, I think I found the other section to this. I wasn't sure what it was, but so I left it in the ground. But that's cool. That was pre-chainsaw for sure. Ooh, 91, 92. Ooh. We better dig that, folks. I think we better dig it. Could be more saw, but it could be a quarter. I'm doubting that it's a Hot Wheels car, because that's the other thing that seems to ring up that same number. Oh. I think it might be part of the saw. Yep, that was it. All right, we'll keep on going. The other here is, yep, that's the rest of that old crosscut saw. Look at that. That is a piece of history right there. Wow. So cool. So cool. What do you think, Mac? We found a saw blade. He's unimpressed. I think I hit that with my shovel. And it is it's a plate from inside a pocket watch. Almost definitely. I guess I didn't hit it with my shovel because there would have been fresh metal showing. But that's what that is. That is an inner plate from a pocket watch. You can see that there's some little marks right there that must have been for adjustment or something. It could say S at one side and F at the other for slower or faster. Oh, and over there I see PAT, so there's a patent date. That is cool. Ooh, it's 18. I don't know. I'll zoom in with my little app on my phone. Know what I would do if I dug around an old foundation and didn't find a harmonica reed plate. So today is no exception. Gosh, a lot of these things went into the dirt. That's just amazing. Cool. Very nice. On to the next. We found another piece of the pocket watch. Yes, we did. There is the bezel of the watch. And this would have been the winder, and where that's where the little loop was, and the knurled knob went down through there. So it looks like this had a cover that flipped up and down on that hinge right there. It also had one for, it was both sides. So oh, that's so cool. So the plate we found earlier would have been inside there. Wow, that's really cool. Little bit of history, and we're holding it right in our hand. How cool is that? All right, I felt like I should know what this is, and I actually think that this is the frame of a broom. I think this is where, I'm not certain, but I think this is where the bristles came through and then were spread out throughout here. Not positive. Actually, no, I don't think so. Because now it looks like there was something that went across there. So I have no idea what this is. Huh. Clock gear. Not from our pocket watch that we found, but from more like probably a mantle clock. But that's definitely what that is. They give a great signal. That's cool. Well, that is why I was getting such a kicking signal. I don't really know what it is. I don't know. Countersunk holes. Your guess is as good as mine. If you'd like to take a guess, please, in the comments. Just take you a minute. There it is. Shotgun brass. And woof, boy, that's eaten up. Wow, that's down there. I think I see big iron. I do see big iron. But it's very cool big iron. That is old, at least for around here. That is an ox shoe. And you can see where the nails are still there that held it on to the cow foot. That's cool. They look like an apostrophe. Oh, that's cool. And oxen were used before workhorses were used. So I'm going to guess this was early to mid 1800s. workhorses for the same amount of feed could accomplish like 40% more, just because they were their legs were longer and their gait was faster. So that's cool. We found an ox shoe. I was here the other day and I found a lot of things in just about maybe an hour, not even. So I'm gonna come back and double check where I did last time and see if we can expand the search area a little bit. I would say that was our signal. And go ahead and see if you can guess what this is. If you guessed a crotal bell, then you were correct. There it is right there. Beautiful. And it looks like that is a size 9. That's pretty big. Might be the biggest intact one that I have found. I wish there was water nearby, because I would love to clean that out. But that is a beaut right there. On to the next. I think I see a familiar shape. Yes, it is. This is a broken axe head. A lot of them died terrible deaths. All right, on to the next. That looks like a telephone bell to me. It is non-ferrous, and I think this was held on a little rubber bumper, and a clapper went back and forth when a phone call came in back in the old days. So I think that's what that is right there. Pretty cool. Love finding this history. On to the next. Like it. Okay, we found another busted axe head. That makes 2. And gosh, I'm gonna be limping because of all the weight. Well, there is part of an old horseshoe. On to the next. My dog's getting hot, so I think I'm going to another location that is in the woods more, and there is a water source for him. That is a suspender buckle. Nice one. What a cool little piece of history, and we're holding it right in our hand. That is great. Sometimes they go to pieces after you get them out of the hole. Look at the detail. I just love it. That is pretty cool. That either was from a cook stove. I'm guessing. I'll have to look it up. But there it is. Keystone. I'm guessing this might have been maybe on the bottom of a kitchen cook stove, or possibly another piece of home furniture that had like a fire in it. I'm guessing. I don't know. Could have been something else. I'll check out Keystone things. We'll see what we can come up with as a possibility. Oh, that's nifty. Okay, I know exactly what this is. That is the other end of the crosscut saw that I left here the other day. And a handle would have gone through here for one fella to hold on to, and there would have been a person on the other end, and they would have drawn this saw back and forth, back and forth. That is pre-chainsaw days. So it took 2 men a lot of work to cut logs into sections so that it could be split for firewood.
So I'm going to bring these back to the truck. This is great. This has been a cool sight. See you at the next location. I think I recognize the shape. Yep. Now that is what looks like a big old horseshoe with a huge cleat on the front for pulling farm implements. That is a ginormous. That's a big horse foot. Wow, look how those nails were just ripped right out. But that cleat is huge. Wow. Yeah, that was a powerful animal. That was a nice little stop. We found a watch gear right there, some sort of a plate, maybe for a lamp or something. We found those parts of a pocket watch, and that is a harmonica reed plate. We found this ox shoe, and this, I'm gonna guess, might have been from a mop, but that's all I can guess. I think I may have had two different saws. That's one right there, and then this is part of another one, and there could be more pieces over there. I searched for quite a while, and aside from getting bit by about 40 black flies, I just found a bunch of roofing and nails, a couple shotgun shells, you know, stuff like that. Nothing really interesting except for that great big huge horseshoe, which was cool. Let's take a look at what we found today at the two foundations. We didn't really search for too long. I think a total of 2 hours at the most. But let's take a look at what we found. Starting with our big iron, there's our horseshoes. Now, I thought that these were two single axes that were broken, but if you look at that, that makes me think that this was one axe that was broken right through the middle. There's our big saw blades. Here's our cool keystone label. There is a pretty nifty, there's a pretty nifty suspender buckle. We found the telephone bell. We found a great number 9 Crodal bell. That is beautiful. Wait till I clean that up at home. That's going to be great. And shotgun and rifle bullets, our mystery brass item. Don't know what that is. And I did find one really cool, very old, like original design pull tabs from the early 60s. So that's kind of cool. But aside from that, really, there wasn't really anything noteworthy. Thanks for hanging with me today. You're always invited to subscribe to the channel and return and join us on another hunt if you want to. We'd love to have you come along. I'm just going to remind you that if you're not looking for it, you are not going to find it. And we'll see you next time right here on History in the Hand.